Today we are working on a 3-part series that will talk about toxic relationships. Our first video today is going to be about identifying early signs of a toxic relationship. This will be followed by why is it difficult to end a toxic relationship and then how can one end it. If this topic interests you, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, and to stay tuned, click on the bell icon. Relationships are far from what they show us in movies or books or even fairy tales. Every relationship has its ups and downs, no matter how bonded it is. This is perfectly normal. What is important is to identify when a normal relationship becomes toxic. For the most part, we stay in denial when relationships turn toxic, mainly because detachment from a partner is incredibly hard. You've invested so much time and effort in the relationship, you don't want to give up. Yes, relationships are hard and one has to work towards its success, but toxicity should not be ignored. And if after your best efforts there is no change, then it's time to take some action. Question is, how do you identify this toxicity in its early or mid stages? There are many signs that will keep flashing right in front of your eyes, telling you that you are in or are headed towards a toxic relationship. There are some signs you should look out for and make sure you don't push them under the carpet. Number 1, all take and no give. If you are someone who has to walk on eggshells around your partner, or when you turn into a caregiver instead of a partner with no support in return, or when you feel you are the only driving force of the relationship and your partner is not putting any effort into it, you know you are in a toxic relationship. This is not sustainable and eventually will drain you out. Number 2, controlling. Don't wear this dress, wear this one. We should eat together every day. It's so late, what are you doing? Go to sleep. Why did you spend this much money without talking to me? These statements may seem normal to you, and many times they are when they are just spoken lightly or once in a while. But when they become compulsions and your partner tries to control your daily life, you have to understand that you are heading towards a toxic relationship. Mind you, these statements may be either direct or indirect through gaslighting or guilt tripping. For example, why don't you want to eat with me? Don't you love me anymore? Or you have no control over your expenses. I have no choice but to manage it myself. Number 3, jealousy. We all know what the obvious signs of jealousy are, and we even joke about it sometimes with our partner. But there's a serious aspect of jealousy that bends towards possessiveness. A jealous partner keeps a constant check on who you are talking to and what. Gets angry seeing you speak to even the delivery guy. Checks if you have too many male friends at work. Let these be the worst early signs of heading towards a difficult relationship. Number 4, lack of privacy. Everyone wants some me time. A partner who constantly keeps checking up on your life every time you go outside, keeps checking on where you are, who you are with, goes through your social media, chat history, doesn't respect your privacy, then you need to draw a line. Yes, our parents did this with us, but when we were kids. An adult, you definitely don't need 24/7 supervision. Number 5, constantly judging. Everyone wants a person who brings out the best in them, and that does happen in a normal relationship. In fact, it's healthy. But if your partner is always criticizing your every action and is offended if you say something to the contrary, then this is a sign of constant judgment, and this will tear you down. Number 6, poor communication. There are some typical signs of poor communication in a relationship. When you try to talk to your partner, say after an argument or disagreement, and they just shut you out or give you the cold shoulder in the middle of an argument. When your partner does not speak to you for hours or even days at times, when you're saying something and your partner always cuts you, assuming they know what you are saying, when you're sitting at a dinner table and your partner is busy on the phone to avoid speaking to you. These signs are proof enough that your communication is only going to get worse over the years. If you cannot talk out your differences, then you cannot have a healthy relationship in the long run. Number 7, unable to say no. A healthy relationship relies on partners having differences and learning to cope together with these differences. It strengthens the bond. But if one person in the relationship is constantly not able to say no and you are only accepted if you are a yes person, then there is no space for your bond to strengthen or even build for that matter. Number 8, lack of self-worth. In any relationship, each person's shortcomings are complemented by the strengths of the other. If you begin to feel less confident in yourself and you cannot make simple decisions such as what to eat for lunch and then even regret the decision you took finally, note that your sense of self-worth is slowly decreasing. It is very much possible that your partner has made you believe that whenever anything goes wrong, you are the sole reason for it. Eventually, you are nourished to believe that everything you think and feel is wrong. Number 9, lack of trust, respect, and understanding. Trust is a key factor of any relationship. Constant lying for even the smallest of things, keeping secrets for no reason, disrespecting you in front of others, not supporting you when you are on the path to achieve something, not happy for your success, always disappointing you in some way or the other. All these things lead to mistrust and can turn any healthy relationship into a toxic one. It is draining, disappointing, and saddening. Number 10, physical or verbal abuse. This is the flashiest red sign of them all. Physical and verbal abuse is the end of the line. These relationships end up in severe mental stress and can only get worse over time. As mentioned before, this video is a part of a series on toxic relationships. To stay tuned, hit the bell icon so you get notified when we release the other 2 videos, and of course, subscribe to us if you like our videos.